This episode brought to you by Nicholson Realty 2.0 and Chuck's Sewer, Plumbing, and Drain. Welcome to Garage Talk. As always, I'm Conrad. Let's go.
I'm Ted. It's time to rock and roll.
Teddy's feeling a little under the weather, and it's crazy to me, Ted. I was sick not too long ago. It took me forever to get better. I hope it doesn't take that long for you.
I hope so too.
Monday, it was 61 degrees. I had on shorts. I was ready for spring. The mares pull out the guinea pig or hamster and
It's their fault.
took a nosedive. Took a nosedive on us.
Yes, it did.
But this week has been a crazy week for social media and sports. Teddy, have you heard about this this woman who found love in another country? 33-year-old woman marries a 19-year-old kid from Pakistan on the internet. Have you heard about this?
No? So she's a coyote?
I have no idea.
Must be.
Now she's saying she's going to, she's flown over there. The family, I think their traditions and values are much different than ours. They said, no, you're not. They moved out of their house, Ted. Yeah, they packed up and left. She's there in Pakistan.
Looking for him?
No, she's refusing to leave. Now she's on social media demanding the government give her $100,000 to help fix Pakistan as a country. She said she's not leaving until she fixes Pakistan.
Okay. It sounds like something you hear on the internet.
It's great. She's on TikTok all day long, like saying she told the government she wants $20,000 cash in her pocket. Like she was making demands. It was.
So she's telling the Pakistani government.
Yeah.
Sorry, it ain't gonna help. She'd be lucky if she gets back on the States alive.
I don't know what it's like over there, but Ted, I know this. Isn't it a third world country?
I think so. I mean, I believe there are some oil barons over there. Maybe this young kid's got family that's in the oil business.
I don't think he does. She says she's got money, but it's comical. It is comical. Let me just say, I've been in long distance relationships before, but not where our traditions and values were that askew. They expect their women to act differently.
Right.
She's over there demanding money. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. But let's move on to the NBA real fast because something crazy happened. And I wanted to know your take on it, man. Luka getting traded from Dallas to the Lakers and losing like 120 some million.
Because he is eligible for the super max contract after this season. It's in like the interviews I saw with him. He said he figured he would retire a Dallas Maverick.
Yeah.
So what's going on behind the scenes? It's got to be something. I mean, I know they say he don't keep himself in shape.
Yeah.
Hey, you're averaging almost 30 points a game and you're not in shape, boy. So what?
Well, I wonder how keeping him not conditioning himself or staying on a strict nutrition,
Right.
A strict diet, a workout regimen. I wonder how that has a toll on his body because everybody knows, man. You can eat pizza all day long, but eventually it's going to catch up to you.
True.
I mean, I remember being young. I'd come home from school, eat a can of SpaghettiOs and 3 hot dogs, and take a nap and get up and not gain a pound.
Not gain a pound. Yep, that's true.
So I wonder what kind of toll it's taken on his body. I seen that video swirling around of them celebrating going to the finals, and he's drinking a beer, and the GM walks up and takes it away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, you better be careful trying to pill a beer out of my hands. You ain't my daddy.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But the money these guys make, maybe he never hired a nutritionist or a workout guru to keep him in shape. Like Michael Jordan had Tim Grover. You think those guys would do that? But
I wonder how big this impact will be, not just on his wallet, but the Lakers. Is this LeBron's way of hitting one more finals, getting that ring one last time, and going off into the sunset?
I don't think this trade's going to get the Lakers there. They don't have.
They need a center.
Yeah, they don't have a true big man right now.
Yeah, they need a center.
I think the trade might help the Mavericks more than it will the Lakers if Davis can stay healthy. But I mean, you got two superstars. How many touches is LeBron not going to get now?
That's interesting. Hopefully, it takes away the touches of Bronny.
We don't even want to go there.
Nepotism, man. It's nepotism over there, bro.
That is, and
I mean, everybody wants to help their kids, but I think sports is different. I mean, you have to legitimately be. You can't be a G League player, and then, get thrown in with the big dogs and expect to hunt like, you can go like the worst NBA player. What was his name? Scalabrini.
Yeah.
He used to go to he would dominate at the YMCA.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He would smoke you guys in the or smoke people like me. Just everyday, pickup game guys. Scalabrini go in there and just get himself a quadruple double.
Yeah.
At the Y.
At the Y or the park.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see the Lakers getting to the finals.
Also, with this trade, I'm hearing that Dallas the Mavericks want to move to Las Vegas. And the only way they can do that is if the franchise is failing or not winning. And they also want to have gambling, like a casino in wherever they're at. So I wonder how much of that had to do with this, but they put the screws to Luka.
They did, but it's going to come back to haunt them because I read earlier today that there's a lot of people wanting to rescind their season tickets.
I heard nobody showing up.
No, that's what you get. So if they want a casino, I'm surprised Jerry doesn't have one at Jerry World for the Cowboys.
Well, the NBA script writers, they're getting bold.
Yeah,
they're getting bold. I'm starting to think we're living in the Matrix. I think this is all scripted. Like everything that we thought when we were kids is this is predetermined year to year.
I believe that for the NBA. I always have.
I mean,
it's your big market teams. It's wherever your superstar is at.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan always got preferential treatment.
Why could the Pacers never get past the Bulls back in the day?
That is true.
Small market in Indianapolis.
And then when we finally did break through, when we ended up playing the Lakers,
scripted.
It might be.
Because who was Indiana's coach at the time?
Yeah, Larry
Bird.
Larry Legend.
So, the more famous you are, the more airtime you get.
Yeah. Teddy, this weekend, while we were uptown doing our trivia thing, stumping the great people of the county, there was something huge going on in Indianapolis.
Yeah, there was. And shout out to the Poorhouse because they even had it on one of the screens.
Yeah. And did you watch wrestling as a child?
Yeah.
Me too. It was a big thing for me. I mean, me and my grandfather were kind of close. You know, he passed away early, me growing up. But that's something that me and him used to do. We used to watch wrestling. And my buddy took his son, and they had pretty good seats, very expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he sent me some videos, which I'll share on B-roll here. But this was the largest Royal Rumble in history.
Yep,
They had the most people.
Yep.
Did you, by any chance, end up watching it on Peacock or?
I just watched the highlights.
Yeah. So that next day, Dee and I watched it, and she's never really watched wrestling. She got into it, man.
Oh.
She was like, "Is this real?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's totally real." Go ahead, slap me across the chest like that. I thought it was really, like, Naya even stopped and started to watch it. I don't know if that's a good thing, but my 2-year-old was like, because the very beginning of it was the Women's Royal Rumble, and Teddy, these chicks, they're built. One of them had to have been every bit of 6'9".
Phew.
She was big. She was big.
That's big.
Yeah, she could have suplexed me easily. Easily. The big winners for that was a last name that everybody probably is like, oh my gosh, that it figures. But the women Royal Rumble was 30 women getting tossed out of the ring, over the top rope, onto the floor. You're eliminated. Last one standing was Charlotte Flair.
Yep. And she's been gone for a while, right?
Yeah.
She's been champion numerous times, I believe.
Yeah.
Took some time off and came back. Yeah.
She, at the beginning of it, I think there might have been a wardrobe malfunction because lady was holding her top on. Just something I'd noticed.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you would.
And the surprise, so Ted, when you get a chance, go to Peacock and watch the ladder match between Cody Rhodes, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes' son, and his buddy. He went to war. He went to war. I mean, he threw this guy to end it, to climb up there and get both the belts. He put his buddy, they're not friends anymore, put him through the ladder so hard. He was folded up like a lawn chair.
Oh.
And it was such for a sport to be choreographed like that, Ted. I would no. That it's painful. That the pain is real. It's got to be.
Oh yeah, and those guys have to be athletes. I
Yeah.
mean, that's so fake or not, those guys got to be in tip top shape too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really good shape.
I just right now my dedication level is it's getting up there to where I want to get back in shape, but I'm not fully there yet. Those guys have it every day. It's a lifestyle. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Yep.
And then going to the men's Royal Rumble. Holy crap! Like, John Cena coming back and making his farewell tour. I thought, well, maybe he gets this and he goes on to the main event at WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
And then he gets put out by Jey Uso, who his father was a Hall of Fame wrestler, Rikishi.
Yep.
And it was just like a big full circle thing for that family. It was super cool to see. Can't believe D got into it like that. Next time, if it comes back to Indianapolis, we might be there, Ted.
There you go. And speaking of Indianapolis, that I don't care. Like you say, that city knows how to put on a show. No matter what sporting event it is. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the Final Four. They have the Big Ten tourney every year.
Oh, Indianapolis does it up. I mean, when they hosted the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was. I mean, I know they do that in every city, but here you're in Indy, a cold weather city, and not everything's indoors.
But they make it work.
Yeah,
they make it work.
They do really good.
Hot take. The Royal Rumble is the only place getting jumped by 20 people is just another Saturday night. It's just another Saturday night.
See, next time they put one on at the Boys and Girls Club here, we'll have to take D to that.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to top rope.
Get a hold of Top Rope Troy.
Yep. Maybe get you in them boots and a Speedo and throw you on the top rope, man.
Let's do it.
All right. Countdown. It's the final countdown to Super Bowl, man. To the Super Bowl this Sunday. I'm excited. This is, and I'll tell you, before we get into it, you know who the real MVP of the Super Bowl is?
The real MVP of the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I'll tell you who it is.
You tell me.
A good Super Bowl party host.
I know where we can find one.
Oh, the Mississinawa Cigar Company.
They're doing it up.
They're doing it up. And if you want a welcoming place to come and sit back, have a couple drinks, eat some good food, that's the place to be. That's good people.
Oh, great people.
Great
Everybody
people.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Ownership to the customers.
Yes.
They're doing it first this weekend also. They're going to sell buckets of domestic beer. So.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now.
That should draw a few more people out that normally don't go there.
Yeah. And it's no different than any other place you go to. With the exception of this is a place that you can go and feel included in every conversation. You can get up and go table hopping, chair hopping, lounge hopping, and get in on a conversation. They'll welcome you into it.
Yep, they will. They will.
And great people, great atmosphere.
We appreciate them.
So, who's winning? A breakdown of the quarterbacks and coaching drama. I think this game will be closer than what we think. The real Super Bowl, though, is probably going to be, are we watching the game or for the commercials or the halftime show?
I never watch the halftime show.
You've never watched the halftime show?
I turn it off or leave the room when that comes on.
I'll tell you, my favorite halftime show was Prince. That was a good halftime show.
I figured you was going to say Justin Timberlake. And
I like JT, too. I mean, he brought Sexy back for a little
Jackson,
bit. That one, yeah. I remember sitting at my buddy's house, and we just like whipped our heads and looked at each other. Did you see what I saw? I seen it with my good eye. It was in this eye. Almost grazed my retina. That's how close I was to the screen right there.
I bet you was. You wanted a replay, didn't you?
Yeah, they didn't.
No,
they did.
They didn't have the technology back then.
No,
it wasn't all over their phone the next day.
Yeah.
You can go find it now, though.
Oh yeah, go to YouTube. It's on there. Teddy, the craziest thing about the Super Bowl is all the bets that are going to pour in, all the money Vegas is going to make. I'm really perplexed at you can bet on anything.
Oh yeah.
Anything. What color is the Gatorade gonna be doused on the winning coach? You could bet on anything.
No way. That's interesting because
You can bet on will there be a fight? Will there be a scuffle?
how about will a player propose to a cheerleader?
I don't know. I don't know about. I don't think so. Why? Do you know something we don't?
No, no,
You invited to a wedding, Teddy?
I can't. But yeah, that's a betting lines are probably. This got to be. What do you think? This weekend and when the March Madness starts, is that probably the biggest
Sporting.
betting days of the year?
I bet it's close. I bet it's close. I bet this Super Bowl brings in a lot of money.
NFL is the main sport.
This is supposedly the Super Bowl no one wants to watch. The Super Bowl no one wants to watch, Teddy.
But you know they will.
Why not tune in? What else you got to do on a Sunday?
That's right.
You know what's crazy to me is there's people out there that do not watch football
I know.
on Sunday.
Nope.
They don't watch college football. They don't watch. It's not a staple in their life. It's interesting because I'm like, what do you do with your time? They must be super knowledgeable and read because
Nothing.
it's got to be that.
Yeah.
Teddy, while we're on the NFL, it's been reported that Anthony Richardson is working with Josh Allen's old quarterback coach that got him to where he is today. He in his early in his career, he struggled with accuracy too.
He was a gunslinger. Yeah.
Yeah. And we all know AR's got a strong arm.
Yeah.
It's not a secret that I was his first showing the first year before he got hurt, I was impressed. This season, I was like, Teddy, he's just a good athlete. He's one of those guys who could be a track star. He could run, jump, and probably do a discus and shot put.
Right.
He's just a good all-around athlete.
Yeah.
I didn't know about his willpower or his focus, his dedication to this craft. When you get in the NFL, Teddy, you got to want to be better, right?
Well, yeah, it's your craft, your dedication. It's study habits. You get to this elite level. You remember watching Peyton Manning? What was he doing when he's sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
He's studying. And you got all these quarterbacks, so I use that little flip card on their wrist to call the play. Come on.
Yeah. There's no more of this.
Oh, yeah.
There's no more of this. That's a no-no.
Yep.
You don't give up on the fans that cheer on that team.
No, and you don't pull yourself out of a game because I'm tired. I don't know. It's hopefully this guy can do something with these.
There's a certain ex-punter with a really enormous podcast who's saying that this guy's going to help AR be league MVP. AR 5 in 25 is what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, he did work some miracles with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the same way. He's a big, strong guy, an athlete, can throw it 70, 75 yards. But because I read that article too, and they said he's going to work with this guy. It's not just your arm strength. You got to know how to place your hips. You got to know how to place your feet.
I know a lot of
Throw
people
with your legs instead of your arm all the time.
I know a lot of Bears fans, a lot of Dallas fans, a lot of Jets fans, a lot of Bills fans don't want to see AR coming next year. If he's working out like this and he's going hard every day and it's to get better. I think that dude could be something.
I do too. I do too. It's just but like you said, I'm not convinced on everything up here yet that he's got that drive and that commitment.
What's that? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, lead me to a case of beer. I mean, you're not gonna have to make me drink. I'll do it on my own.
Ask you if you want to drink, and
Yeah, I'll take one.
you won't say no, right?
Nope. Nope. Only when it's time. Only when it's the proper time, Teddy. Only when
When you know.
I ain't got nothing really big to do.
So who you picking?
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. The Chiefs are favored by 1.5 points. That's 1.5 points.
But look at how close almost all the Chiefs games were this year.
Yeah.
They were all close.
Yeah.
No matter who the competition they played was.
And the over-under is set at 48.5 points. 48.5 points. That being said, fly, Eagles, fly. I'm going with the Chiefs. 27-24.
I'm like you. I think it's going to be close. I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs too.
That means I would be taking the over on that bet.
Yep.
So,
That'll put you at 51, right?
yes, sir. Look at that Mississippi Wall math.
I don't know what the score will be, but I think it's Chiefs by 7.
I got them 27-24. It'd be interesting. I know we all got Chiefs fatigue,
Yeah.
and the Super Bowl nobody wanted. But guess what? It's the Super Bowl you're gonna get.
They're gonna get this three-peat thing done. That way they don't have to worry about talking about it no more because it ain't happening next year.
Well, I hope not. I hope that biometric expert fixes.
It's got the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, got the Colts. There's a defensive end in Cincinnati who led the NFL in sacks. His contract is up. Boy, he'd look good in royal blue.
Myles Garrett once traded out of Cleveland.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna.
They ain't got to pull the trigger on that one.
I don't think so.
Give up too much.
I think they're gonna give him a lot of money and a lot of input. I think they're gonna go through the list of what can we do to keep you here, Mr. Garrett.
Yep.
You're a disruptor. You're a workhorse. You give it 110% every down, and he seems like a good guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I
I'm hearing
mean,
about him getting no trouble or nothing. So
no, I mean, he seems like a good guy, Teddy. In April we will have season 3 winding up. It's the future's bright for the podcast. People, get out and come see the trivia.
yeah, that's don't just come watch. Get involved. Everybody does it. Has
It's
a blast.
fun. It's
They have a
free.
good time. And that's we need to shout out the Guessing Cigar Company, Missing All Cigar Company, the brewery, the Poorhouse for hosting us.
Yeah.
And they do a great job hosting us. They take care of us while we're there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you don't have one. You got 2 hosts that are there cracking jokes all night, asking questions, getting people involved, having fun, laughing. It's good, wholesome entertainment, and it's free.
Yep. And it's helping support local businesses,
Yeah.
small businesses. I mean,
Yeah.
just like all of our sponsors that sponsor us.
Yep. We'd love to thank Mama Pearson's, Rookies,
Jonesy's.
Jonesy's Lawn Care, Alt House Auto Body, Nicholson Realty 2.0,
Chuck.
Chuck Sewer and Plumbing, Who am I missing? Somebody? The Backyard Builder.
Backyard Builder. Yep.
Backyard Builder. What a great sponsor. They've sponsored everything from when we did the public info episode with the school board candidates
Yep.
at the Hans Hall. They've been probably one of our greatest supporters.
Yep.
Great people. I mean, I feel blessed. I feel blessed.
I do too. They're all great, and we appreciate them all so much. It's like one of our sponsors. Jonesy's Lawn Care. He's got some other stuff people might need to check out too. He's got some awesome kennel corn.
Let me just tell you,
and their candles.
He's a hustling hard guy, man.
Yep.
Highway 22 candles. He's got his lawn business. He's got kettle corn now. I mean, this guy's the definition of an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is.
And you said you tried it, right?
Yeah, it's excellent. Really good.
I was never a Cracker Jack guy. I was a Fiddle Faddle.
I like them both. Back
Did
in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it right now.
I like Fiddle Faddle. I know you're on the carnivore diet, and I mean you've got so much weight to lose, Teddy.
I know, right?
You're we call you Chunky T.
Hey, I'm down 3 pounds in 3 days.
3 pounds in 3 days.
So is my wife.
All right. Well, I hope you start to feeling better.
See it works on my joints, my tendonitis, and all that. That's the main thing.
Yeah. That viral cold that's going around, that virus that's making everybody puke and shit themselves.
Yep.
It's going around. And now we got 6 more weeks. That's what the hamster said.
Man.
Or whatever, guinea pig.
Whatever they use.
Talk about something fun to do. Those 3 guys got together, and that's funny.
That is. And
It's funny.
That's
I like
great.
it.
They got together and did that.
Yeah. It shows the community
Yes.
within Grant County.
Yes. Yep.
So, but
shout out to the 3 mayors around here.
yep,
That's nice.
yep. All right. We'll see you next time.
Peace.